Hello, everybody. We have class going on today talking about essays again. So you're going to need those 6 different colors that you used the other day. The rainbows are the colors of the rainbow. So if you would get out a pink, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple, that would be wonderful. Again, markers, crayons, highlighters, colored pencils, or you can use symbols that you've determined if you wanted to as well. So the other thing you're going to need is you're going to also need the American Red Cross essay that was given to you in the envelope that was sent to your home. So please go ahead and pull that out as well. All right, so the reason that we want to look at this essay today is that it is done very well. It has all the parts of the essay. When this one is done, you're going to see exactly what you are going to be working towards when you write an essay about a charity later this month. Okay, so first of all, I'm just going to highlight this just so that you can see what I'm talking about. Of course, at the top, we have our heading, name, date, and rotation. When you eventually write your essay, that's something that you'll include. Okay, for our title, eventually we're going to use our charity. And of course, it's going to be centered, capitalized, spelled correctly as well. Now, I'm talking about this charity essay now, but it's in the future, so I don't want you to try and write it on your own. There's going to be a lot of things that you learn between now and then that will help you out. So don't worry about getting ahead of things. Just take it step by step and work with us as we do things as a class. Okay, so as we look through this, we're going to first of all look at our introductory paragraph. So I'm just going to show you that this is the introductory paragraph. It's the first paragraph. There's 2 things that we're going to be looking for, the attention getter and the thesis statement. Okay, the attention getter is meant to hook us in. We're going to be using orange when we find it. The thesis statement tells us what is this essay about. It's going to list the topics that are going to be covered, and in this case, the 3 things that the American Red Cross does. Okay, so let me read to you as we look for those 2 things. Imagine waking up in the middle of a summer night and hearing sirens blaring through the walls. Within seconds, the windows start rattling. A tornado is coming. The roaring wind screams louder with every passing moment. After a few minutes, it's over, but the damages done are horrendous. Who would be there to help pick up the pieces? Some of the first people to a disaster like this would be from the American Red Cross. The American Red Cross provides disaster relief, supports America's military families, and provides life-saving blood when a disaster strikes. We must donate our funds to them so they can continue helping people in need. All right, so for our attention getter, for sure it's going to go all the way down to here. They've got what's called painting a picture, where they're describing things in great details. Here they've got a question that intrigues us. Who would be there to help pick up the pieces? Okay. For sure, right here is our thesis statement. It tells us exactly what we're going to be reading about. We're going to be reading about the American Red Cross and the 3 things that they do. They provide disaster relief, they support America's family, and they provide life-saving blood. Okay, those are the 3 things. Now, you know, what this part is, probably blue. And what's this part? Probably blue. But I don't want you to worry about that so much, as long as you can find the main attention getter and the main thesis statement. Okay, so now we're going to be moving on to what's called the first body paragraph. There are going to be 3 body paragraphs because there are 3 things that we're going to be talking about. And each time I'm going to be starting with a tab here. Okay, to say, hey, I'm switching topics, I'm starting a new paragraph. As we look at the body paragraphs, we're looking for 3 things. We're looking at the transition word, which will be in green, the topic sentence, which is in yellow, tells what the paragraph is about, and the supporting details, which will be in pink. So stoplight colors, green, yellow, and pink. To begin with, the American Red Cross provides disaster relief during natural and man-made disasters. Floods, tornadoes, and hurricanes are a few examples of disasters where the American Red Cross has offered support to those in need. Supplying shelter, food, and health services to victims, the American Red Cross responds to 70,000 natural and man-made disasters in the United States each year. That's according to the redcross.org. Okay, so if I'm looking for my transition right away, we've got it in the beginning. You'll notice that it has a comma at the end. Okay, and then hopefully if my topic sentence is in the right spot, it should be the very first sentence. So is this whole paragraph about how the American Red Cross helps with disasters? Absolutely. They're talking about floods and tornadoes and victims and man-made disasters. So all of that deals with man-made disasters right here. Okay, you'll notice with my topic sentence that they don't go into any details. They put a period, and then now we go into the details. Okay, those details tell us more about the disasters. Okay, and they found a lot of really good information. They gave us some specific names of disasters. They tell us specifically what things that they did. And boy, I love this one, 70,000, that's a lot. So that number is super powerful and makes people really want to help the American Red Cross. You'll notice too that I said the American Red Cross 1, 2, 3 different times. That's okay. I'm being really specific. I want people to know who I'm talking about and who is doing all of this work. Okay. Down here, we're going to call this our citation. It's also called the source. It's where the information came from. And we're going to color that in purple. Okay. At the end of every paragraph, since that has information from that website, I'm going to put it in purple. Now, all of this was done in my own words. I don't have any quotation marks around things to say that I pulled full sentences. So please make sure that you're doing that and that you're not just copying and pasting. Okay, next paragraph says, secondly, the American Red Cross offers support to America's military families. If an emergency situation arises, the American Red Cross notifies family members of military men and women. Families are able to rest easy knowing their loved ones are safe. Also, once a year, the ARC, American Red Cross, delivers holiday cards to veterans, military families, and active duty service members at hospitals around the world. The cards are sent by thousands of Americans to show military men and women that they are appreciated and being thought of. Okay, so first of all, I see a mistake in here where it says the ARC. I was kind of confused, like what is the ARC? So up here where it says American Red Cross, after it, I should say American Red Cross, so that anybody who sees this ARC later on knows exactly what I'm talking about. It's short for the American Red Cross. All right, so do I have stoplight colors? Transition. Do I have a topic sentence? Is this whole paragraph about how the American Red Cross offers support to military's families? Absolutely. I did not go into any details in that sentence yet. This is where I start my details. I needed to tell more about where the money goes, who it affects, and all dealing with America's families. Sorry, pink. With the military families. Okay, so all of this is dealing with military. It goes into more in-depth information about them. Okay, and then of course, where did I get my information from? I can just copy and paste that. That's fine because that is the name of the website. Okay. All right. Third body paragraph. Okay. Lastly, the American Red Cross provides life-saving blood during disasters. Being the nation's largest blood collection organization, the American Red Cross supplies more than 40% of the blood and blood products used in our country. Many life-saving medical treatments require blood transfusion and would not be possible without a blood supply. Okay, so you go ahead right now and see if you can find the green, yellow, and pink. The green is the transition word. The yellow is the topic sentence, tells what the paragraph is about. And then the pink should be information about that topic. You wouldn't want to highlight it if it doesn't have anything to do with the topic. Okay, so if you highlighted lastly in green, you're right, that's the transition word. If you highlighted the American Red Cross provides life-saving blood during disasters, that is correct. That is the topic sentence. That's what the whole paragraph is about. And all of this does have something to do with blood, and therefore it fits in that paragraph. Okay, now I didn't mention this, but maybe you highlighted that in purple to show where you got your information from. And I want to show you one thing really fast. For my topic sentences, I see that the first one was disaster relief, the second one was offering support to military families, and the third one was providing life-saving blood. In my thesis statement, they should be in that exact same order. Disaster relief was first, supporting America's families were second, and providing life-saving blood was third. So it is done correctly. Okay, now this is the fifth and last paragraph. It is called the conclusion. We're going to be looking for a green transition word, but now this one is going to look like the beginning paragraph with a blue and an orange. Okay, an attention getter and a thesis statement is what I'm going to be looking for. Again, can you imagine waking up in the middle of a summer night and hearing sirens blaring through your walls? The tornado rips through your home, but the American Red Cross is there to help you pick up the pieces. They provide disaster relief, support to America's military families, and life-saving blood during disasters. They are on the front line when disasters strike. We need their support in hard times, so let's support them today. Okay, I want you to highlight at least one sentence that you feel like is a definite orange, a definite attention getter. Okay. Did you highlight this one? If you did, that would totally work. That grabs our attention. Okay, maybe you did this one, the tornado rips through your home. Okay, that could work as well. Okay, how about, can you find the transition and highlight it with green? You're right, there it is. Now, a lot of times we will use a word like in conclusion. So I could use something like that. Okay, I probably wouldn't want to say lastly, because lastly would indicate that it's my last fact. And this is something different. I'm wrapping things up. I'm concluding my essay. Okay, now can you find one sentence that's going to be blue? This is the thesis statement. It lists the 3 things that I talked about in my essay. Did you highlight this one? If so, that's the best one. That has all 3 things that we talked about. That one talks about, in the right order, that they support disaster relief, they support America's military families, and they provide life-saving blood. All 3 things in the right order, perfect. Okay. Now, feasibly, the rest of this could probably be blue, but this one was the most important. Okay, so again, set this one to the side. Keep all of your information in a really well-organized space, something that you're not going to lose, because when you start to write yours, this is going to be a great place for you to go back, check your work. In fact, one of these days, we're going to be doing a formative assessment, and you'll be able to use this right alongside of you if you've got it. If you need to, you can always rewatch this video. I hope you picked up on something that you maybe didn't know, or something that you can take forward with you as we write essays. Thank you for participating today. If it's a beautiful day, get outside, and hope you have some fun time spending with your family as well. Take care, everyone.